Good evening, everyone. I'm winding the day down, turning in my paperwork from the day so I can get paid, which is a good thing. So I decided to answer his email, while I'm sitting here before I head on in. So, young lady says that she was married, but now she's been a widow for the last 3 years, right? And she remains single, give herself time to heal and deal with the feeling, she lost her husband or whatever. And so she decided to stay single till she healed or whatever and get over that a little bit. And I don't blame her. That's the right thing to do. So now she feels like she's ready to date again, right? But she notices that, like if she out somewhere or whatever, men just stare, but they don't approach. And she was wondering, like, why do men just stare, but they don't say anything? They don't approach her and try to, get to know her or whatever. Why is that? And she had a second part of her question is that, she had a brother, her brother-in-law, which is, her husband just passed. So her brother-in-law hates her. But during the time when her husband died, he was kind of nice to her, I guess, feeling sorry for her, knowing what she was going through. But other than that, while his brother was alive, her husband, she got all type of bad energy from him. He didn't like her for whatever reason. And, she was wondering what could that be? Why the brother-in-law don't like her. And she was like, and she got a son, which is his nephew, that looks just like him. And he would like, for them to like have a relationship. And she don't want to interfere with that. But so she was wondering, how to patch the situation up, what she do, what's going on with that. So I'm going to talk about both of those. The first one is you've been off the dating market for a while. The last 3 years, grieving over your husband and healing, and before that, however long you was married. So I'm just gonna say within the last just 1 year, the dating scene has changed dramatically. And it changes dramatically every year. The way it is now is totally different from where it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or just last year. It's constantly changing for the worse. So now, you back out here on the market and ain't been out here in a while, so you don't know that it's changed. See, you like that movie, I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, where the pimp was locked up, and then, when he got out of jail finally, he still had on his stacked heel shoes with the fish in the bottom of the heel, with his pimp suit on, with the big old hat, the big brim, and he just strutting down the avenue, not knowing that the world has changed since he been out. He still thinking it's the 70s or whatever. It's the 90s now. He get out in his outfit that he went in with. While everybody else looking around laughing, just dying laughing at him, he thinking he looking good. Because he still stuck on when he first got locked up, right? So that's what you got going on. You think about how it was when you was probably the last time you were single, how the world was. Baby, it's done changed. To the point where, before I get into why they're staring at you, my recommendation for any good people, I've said this 1,000 times, it sounds crazy, sounds drastic, but drastic times call for drastic measures, the old saying goes. So my advice as far as dating, like right now, if you're single but you're a good person, a good human being, you don't believe in games, hurting people, lying to people. You don't want people lying to you. You don't believe in manipulating people. You don't want to be manipulated. You want people to keep their word like you don't keep your word. You want people to be loyal like you're going to be loyal. You just want a good, solid, down-to-earth person like you. If that's who you are, you're a good person. My advice to anybody like that, man or woman, this day and age right here, stay single. This is not the time to get in a relationship anymore, especially not getting married. Man or woman. If you are a good person and you ain't about that bull and games and lying and all that, if you ain't about that, stay single. Just wait for Jesus to come back. Stay single until Jesus get back. Wait on him to get back. Cause nowadays ain't the time for good people. Somebody putting their heart and trust in these people out here. So now let me explain why these dudes staring at you and not hollering, not approaching. They staring because you probably a pretty woman. You're a good looking woman, right? So they gonna look. But the dating game or the dating scene so bad out here to where the women, which is your counterparts, that messed it up so bad for y'all, as far as if you're a good woman, the other women that messed it up for you. They done been playing games for so long, screwing over men, taking men through all type of changes. Women, y'all go through changes too. This is a woman asking a question about the men. I'm telling her why the men ain't approaching. Okay? So y'all hold off when they coming, when they go both ways. Men out here ain't hitting up. This was a woman asking about why men ain't approaching, okay? Y'all just listen. So the men are not approaching because the women out here, your female counterparts, have fucked it up for you. With the games, the bullshit, the I don't need a man, or whatever, it's just the attitude, I'm a boss bitch. Don't want, if a man try to approach her, she gets an attitude like he wrong, like why you trying to talk to me? Well, you're a woman, I'm a man. That's how nature and life, that's how it goes. So nowadays, a man trying to approach a woman like this old fashioned, just hey, how you doing, whatever. I don't feel like being bothered. No. I done seen women just shoot a man off before he able to say anything. No. I'm with my girl. I'm just chilling or whatever. So the man looking at you, cause they admire you might be a pretty woman, but they ain't approaching them because how the other women are acting. They don't know that you cool, but they don't want to take a chance with you. They don't feel like hearing that bullshit that some other women out here putting down. So they figure you might be with that bullshit too, especially if you look good. Because the women that look good out here nowadays can't tell them shit. So, say for me, for instance, I'm looking at a woman, I might look at you, but man, I don't want to hear all that shit. I ain't finna approach you. I'll look for a minute. That's it. That's about all you're going to get. Nowadays, ladies, your best bet, if you see a man you interested in that you would like to talk to, you probably going to have to go holler at him or just be by your damn self. 9 times out of 10, men nowadays, we're sick of that bullshit. Not saying you like that, but the man just got to the point where I ain't taking no more chances. I don't even want to hear that bullshit. So I ain't going to even approach. I'll look at her, she look, that's a pretty woman right there, but I ain't going to go holler at her. She probably full of shit. They judging you off the majority of women, even though you ain't like that. The majority of women are. So they full of shit. Want somebody to pay their bills. A real man supposed to do this, a real man supposed to do that, but they ain't gonna do shit for him. Don't cook. Just a modern woman. Men don't want the modern women nowadays. Men don't want those women. We'll look at them, you look good, but that's it. In most men's mind nowadays, a good-looking woman is just that. She just look good. We think there ain't no substance to her, ain't nothing to her, ain't no need to be even approaching. 9 times out of 10, ain't gonna get shit. So I ain't gonna approach. I ain't gonna holler. I just look at her for a little while. She look at me, I look at her, whatever, but I don't wanna holler. What I'm hollering for, what I'm gonna get. Some bullshit, a bunch of headaches. So I just let her sit right there and be pretty. Not knowing you're an A1 good woman. They don't want, your other girlfriends and fucked it up for you. Men ain't approaching. And the men that do approach, they're approaching everybody. You got some dudes out here, they don't care. They'll talk to 20 women in one night in the club. So that's why men ain't approaching you, baby. And not knowing what's out here right now, if I was you, I wouldn't be disappointed. I know everybody, you want somebody, but it's slim pickings out here. Especially if you're a good woman. Slim pickings. I recommend you just wait on Jesus. But that's just what I say. I know you're an adult. You're going to do what you want to do. But you ask me the question, I'm giving you the answer. That's why they staring, because they thinking you're going to be a headache, but you are pretty. Or you are fine. You might have a nice butt or whatever you might have. So they going to look, but they don't want the headache that they think going to come with you and your pretty self. We figuring, as they say, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. So we just leave the juice where it's at. Because all the effort I'm going to have to go through to get the juice, when I finally taste it, it wasn't even worth it. So we just going to leave the fruit on the tree. And just look at it, admire from a distance. They just admire you from a distance, but they don't want the headache that might come with you. So they ain't going to come holler at you. Unless it's somebody that already know you and just know you're a genuine person. Other than that, the new dudes that don't know nothing about you, they're not approaching. And that's why. I hope I answered that question. The brother-in-law part going to be shorter. There's two possible reasons that I think that he don't like you. I'll make it quick, short, fast, in a hurry, and straight to the point. Because I got to go home and lay down. One of the reasons he might not like you and you don't know why, especially if you know you ain't did nothing to him, you ain't crossed him, or y'all ain't had no arguments, no falling out. Now, only you know the backstory. Have y'all ever had any bumping head disagreements or whatever? You cussed him out or some shit like that. But other than that, if you know you ain't done nothing to him, y'all ain't had no arguments, no disagreements or nothing, you ain't, nothing like that. But he just don't like you for no reason you understand. Two reasons. One, your ex-husband was throwing salt on you to his brother. And you don't know it. Like when y'all might get into an argument or something, he gonna talk to his brother and tell his side of how people do. That bitch, she getting him out. So your brother, not your brother, his brother was your late husband, was probably going to him when y'all done got into it and fell out or whatever, and talking bad to his brother about you. That's why you're supposed to do that in your relationship, telling people about what y'all got going on in your house, when y'all arguing and stuff like that. Because them people end up hating your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend when y'all done got back together. They still hate them. So that's what he done did. He done went told his brother something bad about you and y'all arguing or something like that. So now his brother done built up the resentment against you because he ain't never loved you. So he ain't gonna forgive you and let it go like your like your late husband did. He be mad when he come talk to his brother. Then once he calm down, he get back with you. He ain't mad at you no more, but his brother's still mad at you for what he said to him about you. He done painted a picture where you a low down, dirty, no good, whatever, while he mad. That's one reason he might hate you. And the only other reason I can think of that he hates you is because he wanted you to. Dun, dun, dun. He wanted you to. And you ended up with his brother instead. Them the only two reasons your brother-in-law hates you for no reason if you know you ain't done nothing wrong. Your late husband have been throwing salt on you to his brother, or he wanted you for himself. Get it? Got it? Good. Bye.